YouTube. All right. Is that what I settled on after last time? Indeed, Firstbury Black, welcome, welcome. Jeskai, yeah, I might play the Scepter version on Saturday, but I'm gonna give this one a few more reps. I'm gonna give this one a few more reps. Hello, Rosie. Hello, the Boohie. Jeskai. Nah, I mean, thought it was settled. Thought it was settled. So we lost to Storm, which felt pretty bad. We lost to Jeskai or to Boros Energy one match, which I think I got a little unlucky, felt fine, and then lost to White Red Land Destruction, which probably not a good matchup, but not gonna focus on that one. Then on a card like Heinen in my sideboard, stuff like that. For the Storm matchup. Or do I need to just hope that I have enough counters and removals for the medallions and the rolls, and that'll be enough? Hey Macy, you're welcome. Could have like less Charmos. More cards like Heinen. Let's see what makes sense. The Charmos I'm not bringing in against much. There's some random slow matchups you can bring it in. 3.5% Eldrazi Tron. 2% Eldrazi Ramp. Doesn't feel that way, these numbers, but maybe it is. Let's see Modern Challenge. How many Eldrazi decks? So supposedly 5 or 6%. So it should be like 2 copies of Eldrazi. There's one Storm here, one Eldrazi there, another Storm. There's Neobrand. Heinen would be decent there. Yeah, this one has like basically no Eldrazi and decent bit of. Yeah, maybe just having Charmos is like. I mean, you can bring it in against like Jeskai Blink. I don't know. There's, yeah, some matchups. Let's see the one before that. Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth's on a challenge. Cub. Something like it would be good. Someone page Athena. Goryo's Vengeance too. Yeah, Goryo's on the Resurgence. Neobrand, some Belcher. And there's a lot of combo. White Red Belcher. Another one where Heinen would probably be decent. Is Heinen the best one? And there's a lot of Storm I didn't realize. 90% of flights from the EU to Japan won't stop in the Middle East. Good old Austrian saved us. Yeah. My connection was usually in Japan. I'd throw like there's like Paris to Tokyo and then oh, looks like someone was trying to spam me. I did a Jeskai list playing their sideboard for combo. 2 high noons, just yeah. They still have the Charmos. Obviously slightly different deck, but Hip hold value. I'm good. Thanks, though. Appreciate the offer. Might just be better Surge was a pile of high noons. Goryo 4%, Belcher. You get a lot of mileage out of the disputes too. Among the petits wizards. Bien les versions wizards. Yeah, I could go deep into blue red or Jeskai wizards at some point. Test that out for the PT. Quoi, j'ai déjà deux Teferi 5 mana. Tu veux des wizards en plus? Yeah, High Noon is solid. I just want more. Maybe High Noon is just worth it right now. Just worth having a million of them. That's playing Sarnito's only card. Oh. I do have the red mana to sack it too. Alright, let's just play with piles of Refinement, I guess. It's funny how this perception, right? How I wanted all these Eldrazi cards. Yet Storm is way more powerful, and I keep getting paired against Storm too, and your brain just doesn't adjust. You still feel like you need all these slots for Eldrazi, but rationally, it's like, I mean, maybe now I'll lose more when I play against Eldrazi, but... Oh, podcast is up, by the way. Podcast is back up. And Gary and I recorded yesterday. It'll be pretty interesting too, because like usually if you watch my stream a lot, the podcast is a bit like just resume update a bit, but this time it's all their testing and a lot of just Edgar talking about their testing and his deck choice and his PT run, and we didn't get into it, but his opponent got DQ'd in round 12. I don't know if anyone caught that during the PT, if they mentioned it. He got a win. His opponent just like either started with 8 cards on purpose or not, but then tried to cover it up. A bit of what I was saying on coverage the other day, how I was saying like, oh, if you're a new player at the PT or you play on the PT, just don't lie to a judge. That's how you get DQ'd. And usually you start lying about something that wouldn't even have given you a game loss in the first place. Might have been the case. Like he would have called the judge, said, "Oh, oops, I picked 8 cards instead of 7," and then probably like, I mean, the worse he gets is a game loss, and then ends up like trying to like cover it up and lying to the judge and this and that and making up some story, and boom, DQ'd. Lucio's doing well. Alright, little deck tech. Hello everyone. Gonna try playing some more of the Jeskai Plate deck I build. The build is a big word. I added 4 new cards: the 2 Smart Charm and the 2 Traumatic Critique. Can't remember how many I played last time, but these cards felt like they were pretty good in small numbers, so gonna run it back. And the idea is just to like turbo out of Flage. You have Arena of Glory for the broken combo, the most broken combo in all of Modern, and then the rest is the usual stuff. The mana is all rough, so I'm only playing 1 counterspell because you can't really cast it on 2 very easily. And then a little difference is maybe the high noons in the sideboard, 2 free high noons, which I was not playing last time. But the reality is there's just a lot of Storm right now. Discharge ending, just great removal spells. Pretty low on the Solitudes because early in the game you're just 2 for 1ing yourself. You know, you'd just rather have one of the 1 mana spells when they play a turn 1 Ragavan or whatnot. And then Verdict, Grab the Skies combo. The fairies kind of as my other win cons besides Flage, and then some one-of Snap, Dress Down, Subtlety. You can bounce them with the fairy in the mid game, so you get a bit of value out of that, and then some of the more narrow reactive spells. I have just a few copies in the main, some one-ofs. Some card for energy in the sideboard too, Baysal, Lockdown, Purge. Most popular deck. Your main decks I think is already pretty good against it, but doesn't hurt to have a few extra good cards in the matchup. Hey Shadow Chicken, what do you think? What should I change on this deck? Let's take a look. Oof, Merfolk. Is that standards? No. Honestly, I'm not really going to be able to help you that much. Free Thorvile is a weird number, but maybe. You're playing 15 lands plus 4 sinks plus thingy plus free vials. How many 1-drops do you have? Like 8 1-drops. I feel like the Hexcatcher is... I don't know. Hexcatcher can be really annoying for some decks. I think your curse probably too high. Your curse a little too high. Honestly, I can't really help you. Your mana is a bit greedy too. You're playing a lot of double blue spells and you only have 7, 9, 11, 14, 15 sources of blue. On average, to be able to cast a Lord of Atlantis on turn 2, something like that, you need... How many is it? 18, I think? So your mana is way off. You're probably not playing enough lands. You're probably playing too many colorless lands. And you should probably figure out which are the best Merfolks in the format and play 4 of those. Especially the 1 and 2 drops. I'd guess that Hexcatcher card is a 4 of. Looks like your deck might struggle against like Flage and stuff. I don't know. Not really my area of expertise. I mean, I should have played Hallowed Fountain turn on here. Fortune. I guess I'm not in a rush. I'm just gonna get a dual land, take it a little slow, make sure I have the right mana. Guess I want to play that Hallowed Fountain untapped. Or Ether Vials, yeah. Probably. Not sure how well Aether Vial's positioned right now. It's been so long since I played an Aether Vial deck. It's usually our scariest draws. Do I not like flow state? I don't think my deck enables flow state well enough, does it? I doubt it. Alright, which removal spell do I want to use? I guess I have Normalized Guide, and then I could have Traumatic Critique, Pride for 1. I want to pen that guide, and then I'll have 2 mana for... Yeah, just don't pen the guide next turn. And I keep Normalized mana up. Alright, I'm just going to use Prismari Charm. Is Jeskai good in Modern? Yeah, I think so. Unironically. In Step, why let them get an extra energy? Now I can pen and search for white. And no more lies. Seems worth it. I think no more lies is going to be pretty valuable, whether they have Flage, Season Pyro. They play Legend now. Legend of Roku main deck. That card's pretty scary. Bombardment's a pain, but given how little they have, I guess I'll take a chance and let it resolve. It does like kind of fizzle critique. I have ways, I have Rev Disguise and whatnot. Get rid of it. They play a Blood Moon main sometimes, but I take a chance. Keep Tef. Does make my critiques a little awkward. Unfortunately, it didn't word critique where it has 2 targets, where it's like target for the damage and target for the draw discards. So maybe I should have countered Bombardment. It looks cooler. You just hate cats. You're just trying to kill max amount of cats. Kind of mean. Pride alone? Okay. Maybe have an Johnny follow up. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna do this anyway, so let's do it first. This is another spot where Prismari Charm probably would have been better. It's close. Surveil to draw or draw to discard one. I mean, my whole hand's kind of good. But surveil the flash to the yards. Should go well though. They might even scoop, depending on their hand. Get to flash next turn. Probably gonna draw an on-tap land. It's gonna tempt me. Temptation. They could maybe make a comeback if they have their own Flage arena. You have Snapcaster, so you should be a little careful in theory. So you exile. Yeah, yellow had 15. You've got another week to use my codes. If you want to place an order at Ultimate Guard if you live in Europe. I get a commission, I get a cut, helps me out. You save money, I make money, makes me look good. Lets me keep the sponsorship. You're glad it's Jeskai Tuesday? Wow, nice try. I know I'm a dad and sleep deprived, but I do know what day of the week it is. Alright, so we have Besa, Lockdown, maybe Lantern, and Purge. And Counterspell on the draws mech, Consign can go. Maybe a Tef can go. Cheek's a little expensive on the draw, honestly. Could cut a big Tef. The games get a little grindy sometimes. They have cards like Legend of Roku and whatnot. No More Lies? I think No More Lies pretty solid. One cheap counter spell is probably fine. They have the Legend of Roku too. Fawn, yeah, I could cut Fawn. Pretty nice hand. Might get ranked by Bloodman. I know they spoiled the whole plot of Stranger Things. Remember, if you find a rock making crackling noises, just put it back carefully. How did they know? Did I spoil the whole, spoiler alert? No, isn't that it? Like, isn't there something about... I don't know my thought about Fire Magic as Cyber option against Boros Energy. It's probably a good card. I like it. I can't remember why I cut it. I guess I decided I had enough of that kind of removal. But I can't remember exactly. You take a hit. What's the worst case scenario? Like Guide of Souls? Guide of Souls, get 2 energy. Assuming I'm supposed to keep that discharge. A Solitude Voice. The drum might fall flat. Then my Tef doesn't do much next turn. Or I can play it really slow. I'm just gonna trust in my deck. Hope I don't flood. Yeah, you guys like the Solitude play. Yeah, Fire Magic is a good card, but I think in my build it's maybe a little redundant with some of the other stuff. But if I had it, I'd board it in. If I had like 25 sideboard cards, it might be like somewhere in there. Alright, then I'm just gonna cash my Tef into bounce a token. Not very exciting. Just keep digging. No, at least if they have Blood Moon, we're both playing mono red right now. Blood Shore Wage, welcome to the team. I do have Blood Moon. Okay. We both have 2 planes. They can cast more cards than me though, right? Way more cards. I said they'll discharge for now. Make sure they don't have another Ragavan at least. I mean, I'm super far behind. Alright, nice. Didn't have the legend. Alright, I guess I have to discharge Season Pyro next turn. Even though it's so bad when they have, yeah, do I even bother? Saves me 2 damage this turn. Yeah. Honestly, it might be better off, like, discharging one of the 1/1s in the long run. Oh, wow. Easy. Easy clap. But if I drew the second one, how do you think this pairs into the main zoo and Affinity? I guess the main zoo is a really good matchup. And Affinity is fine. Could be wrong. I mean, I have Verdict in my deck. That card's pretty strong against the main zoo. Lots of cheap removal, Flage. And Affinity, you have same Verdict, Rab Disguise. I'd be more worried about high cards against Boros Energy right now. Game Draco. Well, that's the thing. Like the main deck gets much worse against decks that can beat Leyline Draco. There's some decks that can't beat that combo game on, and you actually can. You have Taft to bounce. You have Verdicts. You have May sometimes consign and stuff. Alright, so use a discharge here. I don't think so. Alright, now I need a Purge too. Purge would be nice. Purge, basic island, not a Flage. I might use discharge next turn. I don't know. Maybe that Bisa should be a Purge. I would have won by now, most likely. I guess it also unlocks their hands. Oh, said I wanted to kill it. Oops. Silly. Yeah, I should have killed it right away. Prowess in Modern was Otters and Talents. No opinion. Maybe it's good. Maybe people just haven't bothered. Alright, I'm just gonna use. I should have discharged at least last turn. If not, maybe right away. Huh. Should have brought in Charmaz. I was lucky. Banking all the energy too. Yeah, I messed up probably this game. Especially with 2 Ragavans gone. Should have killed the token right away. 2 Pyro, 2 Ragavans gone. And then I could have held my Solitude maybe a little longer. Okay, that'll be good if I draw Island. That makes Island a life draw. Oh, GG. Flage, probably. Yeah, I think I should have had an extra draw step or 2. At least. I play properly. Hold better on the play. Also, the blunt a little scarier, a little less scary on the play. Usually have more time to fetch and whatnot. Solid hand. One to counters. My blue count is so low. If I was playing a good blue mana base, I don't mind counter spells on the play. I'd use just pending rights. Maybe save a discharge for. Should I just shock a Steam Vents here? Play Steam Vents tapped. Play Steam Vents tapped. If there plays like Dash Ragavan, I think that's fine. Zaxlon says, good day, Gabriel. I've been catching up on MTG history, and the mono white deck you built with Sky Buddha. Or that Kai Buddha, rest in peace, got in the top 8 at Pro Tour Amsterdam. Such an epic deck. One of favorites deck ever. Okay. I wouldn't say it's the most exciting deck I've ever built, but did you know that Kai actually helped me build that deck? It was basically me and him testing Infinite on Magic Online. And he would just play bad guy and play whatever, the good decks were at the time. And I would try I was just trying a million different things. Eventually, I built that deck and we tuned it together. He made top 8. Paul Reed solo 1. Was the same deck. How good has Critique been? It's been fine. I've been happy to have it. Been maybe worse than let's see. Am I ever not getting a planes? Damn, the Bloodmoon threats. So greedy not to get the planes. I guess if I draw the planes, I can fetch a Surveil land. See, like, it's been close between me wanting to have that and me wanting to have a Prismari Charm every time. The damage has not really come up, but just draw to discard 1 has been kind of nice. Just discard Sacred Fountain, I guess. Okay, if I'm gonna get planes, I'm not really in a rush, right? That's looking good here. My hand's pretty solid. Set rest down doesn't do that much. Oh, never mind. It's not looking decent here. Kibler and Nelson, yeah. The Doran deck. Remember testing that matchup and trying to figure things out. Ooh. It's good deck building. Look at that. The 1 tune. Not that I really needed the extra energy there, but the dress down. Oh, I guess it can flip a Johnny. Hmm. Could I have done anything about it? Oh, really? I'm gonna play the challenge. No, I am not. Alright, maybe I don't have time to do it all. No, I'm not. I didn't sleep too much, and this way I get to spend a little time with my son before I go to bed. Maybe I'll play tomorrow's challenge. I'll see. That's some fun though. Kind of want to. Yeah, I didn't. Somehow I didn't realize I was gonna be in trouble here. That they were gonna be able to flip a Johnny. I should have maybe just pitched subtlety, even though it's a big commitment. We'll see. I feel like I should still be fine, right? Surely, one a Johnny. How much damage could it deal? I'll win. Well, well, well. Damn. Just good deck building. What a cards. Surveillance and Flage and fetch lands. Feels like I still in Esper Origins and Fabled Passion and Standards. Every deck's a graveyard deck. I mean, I still played. People were doing that in the main at some points. Does that do enough for them? No. Maybe it's a good. Maybe there's scape shift ice or just I mid range I still flage. There's not a lot of like mass graveyard hate. People don't really get to play cards like Rest in Peace, Leyline of the Void, all that stuff. Since everyone's just a graveyard deck themselves. Just nuke them. I'm gonna play it super safe. I'm not even gonna play Teferi. Well, maybe they're blocking. I'll play Teferi. No. That makes sense. Let's pick them apart. Yeah, you probably would want in that matchup specifically, you're probably better off just having 4 Prismari charms. Just because it's more answer for Pride and Ragavan. And just more efficient card digging in the early game. Oh, Blood Moon. And they have 2 planes and Flage in the yard. Okay. I was gonna save Subtlety for Flage. Should just be lethal. Not sure if there's anything they can draw. That was close. Who got cheesed by Blood Moon once? 2 other games were just like basically a better Flage deck. Is it Phoenix? Excuse me? Demi-Lich. Damn, are we playing Historic? Alright, I mean, I guess Spell Snare does something. Consign could do something. Alright, never mind. Looks like they're playing a different, maybe Affinity. Not a bad hand against Affinity either. Basic Allen turn 1 is a little weird. Mox Amber. Should probably counter Mox Amber, right? You know, isn't stopping any of that. Nice draw. Let's see if I draw anything good. Verdict. So does that mean they're Breach? Oh no, Breach is banned. I say that every time. Grinding Station, I mean. Sure is. Is that a loop? That later resolve? What's the loop? Feels like it's a loop, right? Yeah. Sag the cam to station. Get it back with Emery. It's kind of scary they brought that back and not bubble. Might mean their last card in hand is a rebuke. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, if they have it all, they have it all. Maybe I guess just wanting to save their Emery. They would maybe do that even if they didn't have Rebuke, actually. Just saving their Emery, yeah. That means I don't have to like spend as much energy. Just one. Bait. Bait was what? Yeah, bait was traumatic critique for one. Alright. It's probably GG. Oops. Oops. Keep like not clicking for phases. Let's slow things down. I mean, if they draw a cheap artifact, they can get a little something going. Memory equip. It's pretty nice. Rebuild a bit. Oh, now they really have Rebuke? Do they even have room for Rebuke main deck? I guess I'm not gonna run into Rebuke. Why? Oh, Unholy Heat. Ah. Alright, I mean, it's a nice little value. Doesn't hurt, that's for sure. And I'm not gonna mess around, just keep picking them apart, surely. Posture check. I'm too tall for my camera. Need to adjust the camera too. Do you have snap for Rab Disguise if I want to? Alright, let's see if we can find a Flage. Red, red, white, white. That's good. It's no Flage, but I guess I'll keep. I think just killing the Saga now is fine. I guess I could have waited a turn. That's probably loose. Probably could have gotten more value out of it. Temperature 27. I think the highest we got so far this year is like 24. Stuff turning in like it's like, it looks like it's like 15 or so. Red, red, white, white, red, red. Okay. I drew my powerful combo of one card and a lane that taps for colored mana. Very big commitment. Very big deck building commitment. I even had to put fetch lands and surveillance in my deck. Just really, what a cost. No, Seward. Hey Trail, I actually saw your message the first time and just zoned out. Ooh, I like the start of Grand as for Origin, Shared Roots, Math Magics, Wisdom Technique. Okay, so you're playing Lessons Control, except you're trying to use loot and tablets. Should maybe tablet and loot numbers be reversed? What does Mathemagics do on its own? Blue, X. Target player draws 2 X cards. So for 4 mana, you draw 2? It's not even the worst rate ever. It's not good, but... 2 mana, draw 1. Oh, for 2 mana, you cycle. Oh no, I'm in the squeeze of Trail of Magic and Hipsh and the stands of stands. Just stand, Necro stand, and let's see. Can I die here? I killed him. Guess I'll start by attacking and killing Emery. Yeah, I mean, 2 to the 0 power is 1, right? Every number to 0 power is 1. I forget. It's been a while. It's pretty basic math, but... Well, them tapping out. I mean, I was gonna make the snap Ram the Skies play anyways, but... It's pretty easy. Or easier. Really, if I want to be super safe, I should do that for 0. Alright. Lockdown seems okay. Lantern might bail me out. Dispute is good. Usually no room for Charmaw and not a ton of room for Consign. I guess High Noon against that list. How good is their grindy game? High Noon's probably worth it. Spell Snare for the station itself mostly. Seems bad. Dress down. I guess dress down, you'll lose Saga tokens. Snap, why not? Counterspell is gonna be tough on the mana. No More Lies doesn't seem very exciting. Smart Charm and Critique both seem a little slow. I don't really like Subtlety in that matchup. I think I like the pendings against Outlet specifically. Also gets Tamio. Solitude is worth. Theft could be trimmed. Verdict could be trimmed. I think I want all these cards. That stuff could all be trimmed. Lantern just for Emery? I mean, Emery is one of their scariest cards. I guess they're literally playing like Grinding Station combo too. Lockdown High Noon? Maybe I don't do Lockdown. Yeah, I don't know how committed they are to the combo if I should just do like a million High Noon. Probably Verdict becomes better if I have High Noon in my deck, if the game slow down a bit. Sign on Saga Trigger, counters Grinding Station. Very good in this matchup. Maybe only one Verdict. And maybe only one Big Tef. Yeah, let's keep the critiques. I'll try the lanterns. Never really brought in lantern against Affinity, but this is combo, so maybe this is fine. Think really good hand in this matchup. I wonder if I need to worry about Harbinger. Could have just let Island there, maybe. Try and just fetch for our planes. Oh, Rumble. That's a good card. That might make Spell Center worth it. Blue, red, white, reds. Tef. Tef to bounce the Saga. Yeah, just fill up the graveyard for Flage, I guess. Hey, Days AB. What's up, buddy? Off, white, blue, I'm in. Oh, as in any kind of white, blue, or... Was I supposed to consign the second trigger? I'm just playing loose here. Mm. Maybe consigning second trigger better than consigning the third trigger. Wait, can I counter that? Something, I guess. Keeps their construct smaller. I don't have a counter for a lantern. They probably get lantern there. Maybe not. Maybe gets a mox. I wonder what's in their hands. Maybe a bunch of flames. More rumbles. Stuff like grinding station. Like a pretty clunky hand was that Mox Opal. A Soul Cauldron. It's obnoxious. No creatures in the yard though. Need Dawning Archive guy. That stuff seems kind of unplayable to me. I tried it a few games during early access in like blue-red all spells, and even then, even there it seemed like pretty bad. Like it's felt expensive. I guess in modern you have Arena. You have Arena of Glory. Oh, Mountain? Not really Mountain, unless we're worried about Blood Moon. Do I care about a Haywire Might? I have High Noon in my deck. I'll kill the bigger tokens. Should I just use spending here? Is that loose? So they can't cast a Cannoneer easily. I don't mind it, I guess. Yeah, maybe it's better in modern than in standard. That would make sense. Damn, divination. Jealous. So many divinations. Where's your lantern, though? Where's your lantern at? I have one surveil land. I kind of like 4 surveil lands, I think, in Jeskai. Alright, let's make them have it. Sorry. It's nice not to have to worry about breach, but like a 1 card kill. What a difference. Ooh, shifting. Shifting Kappa, I guess they can do right now for some damage. Seiju my high noon? Wow. I feel like a winner. Sure. Rampant growth. You discard a card. That's a good card. That's a good spell. Imagine if they were just playing Jeskai with Flage. Has anyone ever tried that? Just Flage Affinity? I'll let them get one clue. Why? Why even let them have anything? Tough matchup. Agreed. Who's a Raging Tilt Monster? Someone who hangs out in chat sometimes, I think. I forget. Is Jeskai the best form of control in Modern? If so, which cards are the reason to go in this color combo? I mean, you just saw it, right? Just Flage. Not sure this is my favorite build, though. This was pretty good for me. Does Jeskai Scepter Days, and then you just play 2 Flage just because it's too good not to play, but no arena and stuff. Couple value lands instead, the Henge and the Gaia Reach to go as in our set. They're playing first. What does Goldfish says they're playing? Boros Energy. On the draw. Kind of have them all. I mean, I do have fetch. I have arena. Maybe I can catch up. For science. Guess who just got a disciplinary at work? Does that mean someone like yelled at you? Incoming combo deck, maybe. Might well be. A formal telling off for an adult? Why have been like slacking? Sound like you might be burnt out. Another Affinity deck. Consigning against the Affinity deck. How bad can it be? I guess I'll keep. I actually was Flage in my hand. I should have just binned it. It's probably a mistake. I'm 100% burnt out, but this place will be 100% burned down soon. Are you like threatening to physically burn out the place? Alright, I do have a first surveillance, so Yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know. I'm assuming there's no way you can like quit or change jobs and get some severance package or decent unemployment for a while, or maybe you don't even want to do that. I don't know. Alright, looks like I might have gotten got here. Flage's not gonna bail me out this time. My gotten got him in. I kept a very suspicious hand. It was almost bad to have Flage in my opening hand. It was less chance of surveilling a Flage away too. You don't see a Wrath. I mean, you don't really sign up to play around Wrath in game one. Was that deck? Is that enough? Go up to 13. They replay the thing. That's 14 damage. Oh, dude. Could have like saved the consign to like Arena Flage consign. Completely missed it. They would have had like, I guess they would have an extra mox. Maybe sag the token I target. Hmm. I kind of kept a bad hand, kind of in the dark a bit too. Let's bring in lockdown here. Still do the disputes. Maybe the consigns. And then purge, good. They're gonna have the enchantment. Smart charm can go, counter spell can go. Spellstare can say. Probably all the taps are fine. Probably don't need Solitude on the play, honestly. Maybe trim one. Same for Subtlety. Can maybe just trim all the Solitudes. The pendings are kind of mid too. Maybe not do all four. Maybe keep the charms on the play. Keep all the charms, all the critiques on the play. And have more 1-mana reactive spells on the draw. Alright, good enough. Sometimes they're gonna get you as a nut hands. If you don't have like turn one interaction or removal spell, but as that'll do. When is our storm era? Oh man, you're gonna have to show me some numbers. You're gonna have to show me the money first. That storm is a playable deck. Some win rates. Do you like Heinen on play? Hmm. Sounds pretty bad. Sounds like A, they have the turn one draw, you're gonna feel bad. B, it could be bad against Urza Saga. Um, could be bad against turn one Tamio or turn one Emery. It's also bad when they have more counters after a sideboard because they get to play one spell on their turn, maybe one counter on your turn, stuff like that. Doesn't sound that great to me, but I'm always gonna hate on that kind of idea. I also have Wrap the Sky, the aggro call. Damn, that was a nice draw. They named Death, right? Yeah. I guess even for one would have been just great. I forgot I was getting to Urza's Saga. I was thinking, oh, I could do it for one, and then I still have to bounce the Saga and they have Ravager. But obviously, that's not how it works. Um, I'll keep plusing. It's not great against Needle, but I don't care at this point. Needle's not that scary. All right, on the draw. Hmm. I haven't figured out which one's better. Draw two, discard one, or surveil two, draw a card. I feel like draw two, discard one has been a bit better. This one's a little more flexible. So we said maybe an extra consign and maybe an extra pending on the draw. Maybe I can cut a 5-mana tap. Maybe you do Solitude on the draw too. Maybe one less tap. I'll keep Critique. Maybe I'll do two Solitudes on the draw. Then the white cards become a bit better. Maybe Snap is a little slow. It's nice to have some late game. Smart Charming Tracks was more things. Hmm. I mean, if you're having to use the bounce mode, you're probably like in pretty bad shape. Yeah, I should just not bother with critique, just not gonna have time for it. Try max pendings. And then free me an attack. Let's try that. Bouncer, Ravager, or token seems reasonable. I mean, that's usually you're in a bad spot. Am I ready to play some Slay the Spire later in co-op mode? What's that about? I mean, I would try Slay the Spire. Sounds like it's a great game. Like everyone plays it but me. In general. Oh yeah, I was talking specifically here. Feels like draw two, discard one is a little better than surveil to draw one on turn two. Overall. Caleb said he was going to be playing with me later during his stream yesterday. I'm not aware. Did he mean Jim Davis? I think they were playing StarCraft together the other day. I mean, I'd give it a try, but yeah, you're mistaken. Not too many zeros plays. Damn, that preordain. The GG preordain that set them up. I should get. It's tough. There's one that casts Wrap Disguise. I get 2 looks at it. But then my arena comes into play tapped. If I get Parlor, I've got no blue mana right away. I'm not gonna keep blue mana up. I'm gonna cast that pending. Probably cast pending into Teferi. I also have lockdown. I guess I'll get white reds. Verdict. Can't keep a spell I can't cast right now. Do I want to get the island now? Not I have Flage. I might not get idle at all. I mean, you could YOLO and go for Mox Opal. That seems super reasonable. Oh, unless you think they have Rebuke. Maybe they're just saving the Rebuke. That would make sense if they have no artifacts, just like try and ride the Saga if they have lands. Just go land, make a token, have Rebuke mana up. So outside of white red instead of blue whites, while I have Arena of Glory in hand. Is it even good to counter? I was gonna bounce the Saga to get to make a token and replay the Saga. Like a pretty bad play. What did it get here? Claws? Lantern? Why did it take the one? Yeah, I don't know. Probably just loose. A few loose plays.
A quadruple A quadruple A quadruple A quadruple A quadruple A quadruple A free quadruple A please quadruple A.
I mean, you paid 100 bits. That is not free by definition. Let's see. What's the line here? Damn, we're so close. I was gonna give you an A. Well, that was for Bopsy for the 100 bits. Thanks for the 100 bits, Bopsy. Appreciate it. That one's for that one's for reaching a 3800 freeze. Am I just dead? 11? I guess I'm dead if they have a counter. Sync. I think I can dispute. I need them to not have another rebuke. But that was a draw.
I forgot that it's the A.
That was an amazing draw.
One that makes the funny sound A.
Is there a game that I didn't just win with Flage today? I mean, it's kind of what my deck does, to be fair, but... Strix Serenade? Pretty good in that matchup. I guess it can't sack their munitions, right? It can just chump for now. Can't really sack that explosives. Yellow Hat surprised to have a win con in his deck. Yeah, I'm like, wow. Is that how it works? You put cards that deal damage in your deck and then you just actually kill people in a timely manner?
Monkey says, "What's Nassif's win condition? You, my friend, must not know Yellow Hat very well. This is not a guy who brings win conditions."
Maybe there's a world where I wasn't supposed to use Arena. But then I kind of have to block the token, was my Flage. Makes my next turn a little awkward right now. Well, now I guess I don't have a choice. They're down to 1 card. Their board doesn't do a ton. My dispute is basically a hard counter. I guess I have 3 cards now is the bubble. Fetch lands, another Flage. To spin it as well, I'm guessing. Let's see. Let's see if they can somehow like dodge my hands. Somehow have plays. And I guess all they need is land lantern. Tap mana plus a lantern plus a graveyard or crypt. Just a crypt actually. Yeah. They really have like that's their hands? Dude, that's obscene. I jinxed it. I turbo jinxed it. No, I guess you have to tab the crypt to play around disputes. So if I draw a fetch lands. I have a lot of everything. Triple white, triple red, double blue. I guess triple white, maybe. Doesn't matter. Needed high impact spell. Nope. Man, they're playing hard around that dispute. Like borderline, like ghost level. Because I could just draw like Rab Disguise. I don't know, there's just so many cards I could draw it at like even just a Tef here. Kind of wrecks them. You just bounce the munition, but I can sack it to the claws. That's really bad. You bounce the skateboards. You just bounce nothing. You just plus. Actually, plus is not that bad, right? Can plus the Kappa for a turn. Oh, hey, sit and kill tap. They need an extra mana. They need 0 mana artifact, but that's a good point, actually. Yeah, I messed up. I should have just bounced the skateboards. Wait, forgot they could just give it haste. I have to use the dispute, which is fine, I guess. I guess I kind of get owned if they have, like, on-tap lands. Yeah, I punted. Clearly. That's dead. So dumb. I guess I was dead either way.
How is it going in the Jeskai mines grinding those Nasif 5 to 0 SXDD business?
They kind of got insanely lucky this game. I didn't draw that much, but they also might have been ghosting. I don't know, playing around that dispute so hard. Just doesn't seem reasonable to play around dispute and just give me more time to. Well, you do have the skateboard. I don't know. More time to draw a Rab Disguise. I'll add them to the list. Just in case. I don't remember what they did else in this match. Was Huss Sus was game one. Wasn't game one where they just played into my Rav disguise though? Also, like that rebuke play was kind of bad. Maybe they were just kind of playing bad, sequencing bad. Maybe they knew it was bubble. Maybe they knew about it was bubble at some point. Is that what happened? How do you go back to the? How do I go back to the match? I think game one they just like played into grab this guy's pretty hard. Game one's the game where I did just nothing. We can investigate later. Can go back and investigate later. They also tapped out that one turn into dispute with Scappa, right? They probably would have done something else if they knew. I probably weren't ghosting. Against blue-black. Snap's probably really good in that matchup. What does MTG Goldfish say they are on? No info. Oh, Navigadium, thanks for the resub. Thanks for the 65 months. Sorry. Alright, I'll top. I mean, I guess they can discard the entire hands. They might not be the worst play. YOLO? Honestly, at this point, you probably do it, right? You get one card back. It's like, if I had pending, I probably would have just played pending. I could just have another discharge though. Oh. Six, seven. Sometimes you just get memed on. The hand was kind of trash. Two subtleties. Justice. Justice for hats. I mean, it's pretty good, right? Just kills anything. I'll keep it. Yeah, I put four of each copies of the broken 1 mana removal spell in my deck. Why not run Dress Down for Null Drifter? I don't know, that deck doesn't seem to do well. Doesn't seem like a very good strat. Did we know about pending? I mean, I knew I had four in my deck. Oh. Well, that's something a Rat Disguise doesn't get rid of. That's a reason not to keep it on top. What does it go up to? 6? So if I deal 1 damage, this goes down to 4. So Flage's not getting it either way, so maybe I should just... I guess I should keep blue reds. Yo, well, go run at the PT. It was fun rooting for you. And thanks for the resub. It's pretty good, right? I'm not even sure how that works. Red, white, red, double white, double blue. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens to their Kaido. Just can't use the abilities, I guess. Just 4 or 5. I'm getting pretty low. Yeah, I should be in Amsterdam. I might skip testing house. Maybe see if Wes just wants to go to the testing house. Oh, look at that. My combo. My combo deck. It's white-red control by relay. Just white-red graveyards. Graveyard abuser. Jeskai combo. This Cromwell seems a bit better than Scepter Chance. Depends on the matchup. Yeah, center backup, they needed like another subtlety somehow. If they even play more than 2. That's pretty lucky though that I drew that pending right away. Because I really didn't have an extra draw step because they drew like decent after that too. They drew relevant discharge. That snap was trigger on the snack, I guess. Not that I need to, but doesn't hurt. All right, the dispute. The Purge, maybe. Beasta's kind of bad against Subtlety, bad against Riddler, bad, not great against Bowmaster. Consign can go. Ravniscais can probably go. And Counterspell's probably fine. Lantern might be okay. They're gonna have Clang most likely. Openings on this list was Drown. Do you think so? That seemed to somehow match. Three Harbingers. Alright, any reasons to have Cling, so I could do a Lantern? Card Ring spell's pretty bad against Bowmaster. Oh, Force of Negation's bad in these matchups. Maybe I'll just cut Critique. You like Consign on Death Cling? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like if they have to Cling a Flage, that's already like a bit of a win for you. All scary if they have a follow-up Frog. Never mind, I have an answer. Just good deck building. Does mean I don't have the basic. I drew the wrong basic for the matchup. These sides is an answer to Harbinger. Put a white card. Pretty solid play, not the scariest, but it's good. Every time I see a Riddler, it kind of makes me want to play a blue-white blink again. Maybe after this weekend, I'll revisit blue-white blink. Can be fun. Solitude. I guess I can't afford to get basic here. Just need to dig. That's potentially great. Did let's have Edict at all? Drone. Alright, I guess I'm not gonna be a coward. Yeah, Sebastian. We're doing a decent bit of winning. Close one against Energy, beat Affinity combo, Grinding Station, and then lost a close one to Affinity. Bounce stress down to draw 2, yeah. Probably what I'm gonna do right now. It's just nice. It's not like it's nice to have these few extra targets like Snap and Snap drags down the elementals. Just have a few to make your Teferis even better in the mid game. Well, Dresdown Fleich combo. Why not? Did I haste it? Why did I not haste it? They have removal spell on their turn, I guess. Hmm. I think Haze bypass dress down. I would guess, but I don't know. Mostly based on vibes. I don't know. I don't even think like hasting it's that great, honestly. I see really bad if it doesn't work. Because like now that I mean they have to kill it on their turn because of Teferi, and I just get to haste it next turn, and I don't get the Helix this turn. It does bypass. I thought so. But I wasn't 100%. Alright, I'm gonna be greedy and not save it for Mountain. I guess I don't need to have Discharge to kill a Harbinger right away. We're kind of playing the same deck against, except I have 4 Flage. I don't know, just such a massive advantage. That's some Riddler, Frog to me, or some scary cards. Bowmaster can be annoying, but incredible. Incredible play.
From the
Thank you for
Gaspy
teaching.
I can see to the ends of the world, and from this vantage point, I
I don't know
declare
what to say.
with utter certainty that this one is in
Nice compliment, I guess. Made to know who I am or something. I don't know. Thank you for teaching. That's a new one. Ace brings them to 1. I don't get the helixes. I don't get the helixes because I'm stressed down. That's why the haste was not that great. Challenge and showcase. Showcase, you qualify. It's like a way to qualify for the mocks. Challenge, you're mostly just playing for prizes. And that hand is so nice on the play, and Witchfield, a little sketch on the draw. El Puerco. Oh no. Oh, it's Goryo's? I thought it was the Neo brand. Wait, does their Goryo list have a breeding pool in it? It does. Goryo's, I think, is probably tough. I've struggled with control against Goryo's. What should I get here? You see Mengu Toxie Ruby Storm player today. As in Mengu was toxic with someone? There's some beef. Some beef in Mengu's chat. These solitudes. They don't get it later. I don't get to draw later. I don't have to deal with it later. Let's see. Let's see what we draw. Pending doesn't hit a ton, mostly frog. They don't even have the 2-mana creatures. They have 2 prismatic ending. Probably means I should use Tef right away. Hey, I'm not sure the deck is perfectly up to date. Might be if the sideboard's a little different. Basically, main deck's pretty similar. Main deck might be exact same. I have less critics. Oh yeah, I'll update the list because we made a bunch of changes since. I'll update the list after this match. Maybe I'll just update the list with, my updated version after this league. See if we make more changes. Let's see. Maybe I'll surveil. Well, if I surveil, I can't cast a Flage. I guess I don't need to cast Tune this turn. It's actually probably better to do this. This way it gets me closer to Arena of Glory. And then I can Flage. Then next turn I get to go Tune for an extra look at the Arena. So I still have a few more cards. If I tune this turn, I got to fetch untapped. I get one less look at an Arena of Glory, I think. They do have 4 Solitudes, right, still, in that deck? Oh, it's probably what's going to happen to my Flage. I guess I should Tef. Tef minus again. Okay, so what happened was the beef. The Rubicern player was toxic against Mengu. He was playing Blue-Black Frog. I wrote poorly. Yeah, but I don't think should I get. What did he do? What did he say? Was it like really bad? Traxa and Gristle Dads. Well, at least have Tough in play. So I don't get to go completely nuts. Very bad in chat. Yeah, that's obviously. People just hide behind. Yeah, it's bad. Alright, I mean, force them to do that first. But I need a little help here. Force surveillance for the win. Dubs discharge. I need Arena of Glory. Feels that way. Prismari command would be better here. It's gonna be so trivial for them to remove a flage. It's interesting. That was a good draw. Don't want another fetch. Thins the deck, but boundary. I mean, I'm gonna soak them. You could. I don't know what's the plan for dinner. I don't know either. You could. Never say no. No. First time wall of text. Albert Turkey, welcome to the chat. Hey, Gabriel, I'm new to competitive Magic and really enjoying it. Cool. I won my first ever RCQ sealed, which qualified me for an upcoming RC in a few months. Problem is, it is modern and I only play limited. Do you have any suggestions for a modern deck list that would be easy to learn and pilot for a new player like me? Thanks. Yeah, just Boros Energy. Yeah. It's the most played deck. I haven't played it a lot, but it's the most played deck. It wins a lot. It's done well. It's somewhat easy compared to some other modern decks, so that's probably what you're looking for. I played it very recently. I was impressed, you know. It seems like as good as advertised. Alright, I guess it's time for Flage, right? At least make them have it. Do I have a basic left? Basic planes. Do have two basic planes. White. Red. White. Kind of bad to get to like hardcast Solitude now. I think I played that game fine though. Just didn't draw my combo. Could play a third Arena of Glory. Not sure that's reasonable though. I'm actually one up. Like, maybe I should have set up where I could discharge my own flage. Riddler. Man. Feels like maybe I messed up somewhere. Don't they have another Riddler and Exile too? I have to get that one now, right? It's just too many cards. Like one less card now, less cards when they recast it. And save Solitude for their next Riddler too. Now what? I could Theft Plus. Discharge Solitude. The free cards. I guess if I Theft Plus and have Goryos, I'm kind of cold, but kind of full to Goryos anyways. Good Theft Plus on Solitude, I guess. Then they have ammo for later. I do have a spell center counterspell in my deck. Nice to Fairy minus. Good to Fairy minus nothing. That are just hard casting. Right. Nice. The breeding pool, that turn on breeding pool. Is there a deck list command? Wait, why Macy? Why do you give them the wrong list? The wrong deck commands. I even have a sideboard guide to go with it. This is the actual command. I need to update it though. It's not quite up to date. Damn, Tef is nice, but not really what I'm looking for right now. Alright, I doubt this is gonna save me. I think I got some Thoughtseize action in hand too, right? I'm just gonna Thoughtseize Goryo. I can probably scoop. So tough. My cards don't line up super well. That's what we lost to last time too. Or did we? I thought I lost to Goryos last time, but I thought I lost to Storm. Did I beat Goryos? Maybe I won. Oh no, I won the sideboard games against Goryos last time, right? I actually did beat Goryos. If I just top deck the verdict every turn I need to for the rest of the game. Unless I have planes left in my deck. Nothing they can do about the top of my deck. I think Goryo's gone. Just 2. 3 maybe. They just countered that. I'm dead. Fish. Fish cake. Dead. Mitchell dead on board. Alright, let's see. Dispute counter good. Consign good. Lantern good. Purge maybe good. Maybe even the Charmos. Discharge and Rav Disguise is pretty bad. They get Force and Dispute. They don't have the creature stuff. I need Frog Answers. Spell Snare, Dispute, Purge. Some pendings. Subtlety can probably go. And then I guess Tune can go without Discharge and Wrath. Let's try the Charmos. You surveil into Tef, save the critique for later. You critique right away. Don't play GM yet. It might be nice to just naturally. Yeah, maybe I'll play that way. Lower. since I have a turn free play. Alright, did it entomb. It's always nice. Dodged a free entomb. I think I can always cast Critique now if I want to. Bristle in the yards, scary. Alright, let's just cast the Critique, I guess. I think I does discard pending. Consider dispute for frog. Not bad land drops and counters. Yeah, I didn't get the entomb this time. Unfortunate. I think disputes today play. I'm gonna fetch now. I don't hate my spots. It's kind of hard for me to turn the corner though. Play GG does that, but they have piles of solitude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But they also play dispute. That's not a bad draw. I mean, these critiques could be like console the star chart, something like that. Could do the 1 damage. Or a Gristlebrand deck. Could add up. I have a Surveillant left. Am I worried I'm going to run out of fetchables? Okay. I'll keep it all. Time to play Tef. I'll just keep saying go. To make the first move. I mean, that's kind of a lot. I'm probably a little better at making land drops than them. No, I don't want lands. I don't want to make land drops this badly. There we go. Hard counter. Alright, I can't really afford to keep being passive here. I feel like I just have to make something happen. Well, someone's not ghosting. If there was ever any doubt. Are all my surveillant guns? So elegant. So elegant. That man, I thought I was like so dead that game. Thought I was done. Wow. As a Blu-ray, I mean the damage has been stone irrelevant, but draw to discard one has been kind of nice. I don't think I ever had like the damage, the X part be irrelevant, but there's just it's just the best of that effect. All right, don't more frog answers. I don't think so. And the game going long is kind of scary. It's better for an RCQ, Jeskai, Blanco, Boros Energy. I don't know. Whatever he thinks the best deck. I don't think it being an RCQ really matters. I think Boros Energy is probably a better deck, if I had to guess. I guess 2 verdicts is a little silly. Maybe even the first verdict. Maybe just subtlety against Riddler. It's hard cast the tracks off against Solitude. Like Boros Energy is the most played deck on Magic Online by a lot. If you look at the last challenge, 2 in top 8, 1 winner. Challenge before that, 3 in top 8. I don't know. Okay, they're mauling sticks. Maybe we can get it. Pretty strong hands. I'd rather do that, not give away that I have disputes, and be able to surveil that they don't have frog. Play the flooded stream first. Did I get a freebie? I'm the reanimator player now. Anything I need to normalize, like botsies, I don't even really care about, right? Was just going to get a center of the PT? Nah. Did not do well. Control decks had like 45% win rates. Maybe like the best lists did okay, you know, had slightly above 50% win rate. Like Alex Rohan, I think went 7-3. But then I think Kalkana went 3-7, was the exact same list. For Smart Charm seems okay in Modern. Yeah. They're both fine. Is there a reason to cast Disputes? I bored out literally all my energy cards, right? Or to cast Tune and then Disputes. I don't think I need another Disputes. Could snap Prismari Charm one time. They're probably gonna have like Dispute and stuff anyways to hard cast it or Solitude. Just be a bit patient, they're stuck on lands. Killing a Ragavan and a cat, now you have to kill it right away. I've killed like one of them though. Why Dispute if they dispute? Dispute and then flashback a tune. That makes sense. The 2-1's not irrelevant. Loads up my yards. I don't hate it. I mean, we saw the last game how like passive things got. We have like Solitude Ephemerate, I guess. But I think I'm still in okay shape even against that. Don't care that much. Like have their hands. That's all scary. Could just have Thoughtseize, Goryos. Because they don't have double black. Maybe I took an unnecessary risk tapping out here. My hand was so strong. I might just have it all here. Froggers. And their draw was not functional. Even after all that, Frogger is the best they can do. Down to 10, down to 4. Probably just target the frog, right? As it could have ephemerate. It's fine. I guess I should fight over it, surely. Just kills it, damage. On Gristlebrand, I guess it could attack. That's a good matchup. I beat it twice, I think, but it's really close. Game one, I think I won all 4 sideboard games, but I forget how the match went last time. Maybe I 2-0'd it last time. I don't know. It's close. Check Frog still. I mean, on Check Frog always wins. The problem with Frog, it's pretty hard for it to go unchecked. Yeah. That's per smart charm. Been serviceable, happy. I've been playing 2 and 2. Played the first league was like 1 charm and 4 traumatic critique. Two and 2. I can't tell which one's better. I've been happy to draw them every time. Solid. It does feel like it has like. I mean, my matches against Energy have still been really close, closer than I would like them to be. Like free in games against Energy. I used to like Ghost Vacuum in Modern as well, not just Lantern. Ghost Vacuum's kind of nasty in that matchup. Just be win con. Death pending for it, but 4-1 stay, yeah. It's like 0-2, 4-1, 4-1 so far. Is Ghost Vacuum the best graveyard hate against Goryo? Or is it just more lanterns? Every time I try Surgical, I just hate my life. You think for Smart Charm replaces Consult? Seems like a better card against Boros Energy. Obviously, it's infinitely better on turn 2. You see more cards, you bin them for Flage. You get to actually kill a Ragavan if you're short on removal or prides. Yeah. The bounce didn't really come up yet. The bounce probably not gonna come up much unless it's like either gonna be win more spots or you're probably still gonna lose the game a lot of the time when you use the bounce mode, but and then critique's just been draw two, discard one almost always. The damage has I don't think a single time has the damage really been relevant. But I've been happy just 2 mana instant speed draw two, discard one. Pretty good effect in that game, and there's not a better one somehow. With all the broken cards Modern have. They've never printed a blue and one, draw two, discard one. I feel like I've had these cards be too dead for me to one-ofs. I've been happy with pretty much all the cards. 5-mana Tef. Second 5-mana Tef is a little expensive, but at least it pitches. It pitches, so it's done that a lot. So that's not that bad, honestly. And we didn't run into Storm today. We did have a game where I lost to Blood Moon, and if base that was a second purge, maybe I win. Gotta figure out what the best cards against energy are. I guess with Flage in your deck, you don't need base as much. Base has better when you're blue white, because blue white's a little better against Blood Moon maybe, and you kind of need the body more. Maybe baseline this deck just doesn't make sense. Let's play a second purge. Assuming purge the best Blood Moon answer, right? You could play your own Legends of Roku. Or is the best place to practice Modern Online? I mean, it's just Magic Online. You can play Historic on Arena, but it's not the same format. Like all the top 3 cards of our library. Obviously not great, it was a lot of reactive cards, but the sequence of them going Blood Moon and you untapping and impacting the board was Legend of Roku. Seems pretty great. I guess we're getting like too fancy. Might also just not need more cards against energy. Or goes vacuum, or could be it. That lockdown might be sketch too. That lockdown might be another card that's when you have Sky Flage and stuff. You don't need the extra lockdown. You just worried about how many Blood Moon you have to worry about. 1 main, 1 sideboards, 2. I guess getting the Legend of Roku is not ideal, but could come up. It's almost like Annul is okay. Annul. Flash Freeze. Castable Counterspell, Flash Freeze. Ugh. Be sad. Wrath better than Lockdown, yeah. Flash freeze against Titan is nice, I guess. Ruby Storm. Hey, Flash freeze is not that bad. Counter Splage too. Why don't they not have Modern on Arena? I don't know. Do they ever address the issue? It's a good question. Man, having Flash freeze over Counterspell is something. Yeah, it's just not a priority for them. They're like, I don't think they have enough devs. They just have enough devs to barely keep up. That's why there's not a lot of like, it's pretty rare when there's a big new like addition. I think they're just like, don't have time. AI does solve everything to Bui. Have you not heard? We're all gonna be able to just retire and get paid by the states because of AI. It's all gonna do it all for us. Surely the greedy CEOs who control all the AI websites are not gonna just keep all the money to themselves. They've finally reached their end game of having enough money and saving humanity. Clueless? What? That's what I've been promised. Yeah, I don't know if anyone has card suggestions or changes I should make, but this feels pretty good. It just sideboard needs a little work. I'm gonna try Ghost Vacuum. 100% made. It's always like you play it, you cycle it for 2 mana. There's gotta be a good one meltdown. Yeah, maybe meltdown is better than like Charmal. Maybe you just gotta accept. Maybe it's just GTO. I love using the word GTO. It makes me sound smart. Maybe it's just proper call right now to not have all these Charmas and just accept you're gonna have a worse Tron matchup because Tron's just not that popular. And I mean, I do play against Affinity like once a league. And I have Verdict for the more expensive stuff. Meltdown does make sense to me. Damping Sphere. Damping Sphere is interesting. Who is it for? Does it stop Titan? It's decent against Ruby Storm too. Or is it better than like High Noon? Not against Ruby Storm. Against the Tron decks, are you happy? Can hit Ruby Medallion and Amulets. Yeah, you probably bring it in against Amulets. Prismatic Charm. Oh, I already have two. You could play more Prismatic Charm. That card's kind of okay. I don't want to have all air in my deck, though. Camping Sphere sounds okay against Titan, right? Helps a bit. Still solid against Storm. Maybe the first one is okay against Tron too. I tried Flashback in Modern. No. You really gonna play Flashback over Snapcats for Mage? Plus, any mono red card is always gonna be a little worse because of subtlety, and force. Mindbreak Trap. Honestly, with the amount of Storm there is right now, Mindbreak Trap kind of sounds decent. They do have Worm's Chant up their sideboards. Which could be a problem. Change the equation mostly better. Oh, doesn't counter Atraxa, but counters pretty much everything else. I forgot change the equation was a thing. Man, now I really want that card. Is change the equation just better than counterspell? Or Nemoralize? Is that the meta? Counter target spell mana value 2 or less, red or green spell mana 6 or less. I mean, doesn't counter Riddler. That's the big one, I guess. But I'm stupid. I'm comparing to counterspell. Maybe I'll do change. I do bring in counter spells, and like counter spell should be good enough against Titan. By the time you need it, you should have double blue. But change could be an extra card for the.
Greetings from West Virginia. Also,
What are you doing in West Virginia, Serginio? Is West Virginia somehow a worse state than Ohio? Or is the worst state still Michigan? Yeah, even pre-drag knows West Virginia is just. No, I see Ohio is gas. Orange Chance package into sideboard. No. Sounds like I should just have it in the main deck now. It's decent against everyone. Could be though. It's not a bad idea. I don't hate it. Plus, kind of your Storm matchup plan. It's really good in Storm. I mean, it is possible, like, Scepter Chance just better. Just really well positioned in Modern. People are really soft to it. I'm just exploring something a little different. Meltdown's, yeah, but that's, I don't know, Meltdown's kind of nice. Sometimes double white is rough with the surveillance. Sometimes you're on the draw and you just own them with Meltdown. Maybe it's too fancy though. Should we at least have 4 consign in our sideboard if we're not gonna have any Charmas? Give myself a small chance. And there's always matchups like Belcher and stuff where you're pretty happy to have all the consigns. Maybe a Living Ends. Maybe you should just try and save like 1 Charmal. Combos with the Fairy, not completely like give up. Maybe start with 1 High Noon, 1 Damping Sphere. Maybe cut the counter spell. Try some new cards. I guess we established there's just like so much combo right now. It's probably just better to have High Noon over 4th consign. Alright, I like this. I don't have time to restart the league, so I think I'm just gonna play a little standard on Arena. A little black green, tried to share the roots. Shared roots over to 2/2. In the black green deck. We just try 4. Maybe there's no room for 4, maybe 3. Tried 4 starters, okay. This is a deck I've been tuning in standard. I think it's pretty strong. I don't want to do free Esper. Feel like you missed him too much. Or I could do the 2 on split. No target for burst lightning is kind of nice, but it's not always the worst when they have to spend a mana on burst lightning early in the game. Still soaking up 2 damage. I mean, the games come down to not much. Who had more Emeritus? It was really good yesterday or a couple of days ago, but it was also really slow and clunky before that. You played a new black free sea pirate planeswalker pirate Cushion. I don't think this deck uses it well enough. I think you really need to build around Ralzarek even more than just a few free drops and stuff. And sideboard, we said we were gonna try Preacher. The Preachers might be nice in the sideboard games against white green too. Maybe second pulse can go. This way we try I don't know, I go with that. I will say the scientist on the draw, on the play, bring in more creatures. Is there not a creature that will trigger crimes though? I'm not sure what that means. Probably not a good one. Alright, let's do this. Actually, I need a really quick break. Is there a way to filter for crimes in Scryfall? Honestly, you probably know better than me. Target player something something. I'll be right back. Oh, by the way, we recorded the podcast yesterday. Honestly, wouldn't mind if people went and sub to the YouTube channel. That would help. I think we need to get to 1,000 subs to get monetized. Gotta grow organically and not force people to like go and like sub their subscribe to a channel they're never gonna watch, but if people could go to the our metagame page and subscribe, that'd be really cool. We're like at 860. See? Thanks again, guys. This is such top quality content. How you only got 850 subs? I swear this is not a paid actor. As a result of this, I can't help but root for you guys in the tournament now. When I saw Edgar the Pro Tour, I kept thinking, go on, Edgar. The baddie. Huh. You wait a turn in that matchup? I know Nintendo. I just played the league. You can check the VOD. It went pretty well. The downside is like if I draw something like a shared roots this turn, it might be awkward. Classic Duress. What a garbage card. I need to draw like removal 2 lands. And I might still be dead. Okay, what's the plan here? I forget. Bring down some hex. Way on the play. I'm gonna cut all the necropsies because of rest in peace potentially. The rest should be okay. And maybe trim and Esper Origins. I might not bring in Rip. And Carsey better than Feature, I don't know. Against Landfall? I doubt it. Can melee and still get value? Well, they're probably gonna bring in Rip in this matchup. Alright, I'll go really low on Lex on the play. Charm is bad. I mean, I think Charm's really good in these sideboard games where you don't know how they're gonna sideboard. You get rid of Rip, or maybe if they play Rip, you get rid of like a Ghost Vacuum to dig. I mean, I think I'd be happy to have 4 Witherbloom Charm in this matchup after sideboard, especially on the play. We have time to do it a little more. Also, the game go long, just sack the land, draw 2. And he controls deck with standard. Now, given how poorly they did at the PT, I didn't bother yet. I could give it a go. Ooh, 3 people subbed. Thank you. I was hoping for a few more. But not bad. Maybe already everyone in chat is already subbed. Can't sub twice. Jeskai control, black green mid range. It's basically the same deck. I mean, one is fetch land, surveillance, and flage, and Arena of Glory, and this one is Iciel, Esper Origins, etc. So it's really just the same deck. What do you do here? I get Charm. Kill a Chocobo. It might bait a Veil. I'm gonna do that. This way I can cover up without using Esper Origins. Probably fine, right? It's probably a bad draw for them. 1 Ice Tail, 4 Harmonizer, 4 Ascension, 2 Regan, 3 Syrax. Wait, that card is good with Chocobo. Wow. Why does no one play that card? Seems kind of nice. Or did people at the PT have it? Oh, they do have Free Veil. Man, that would have been such a good case scenario if they had a Veil there and used it to save their Chocobo. That feels great. Yeah, I mean, probably it's too bad. The one deck we could try is a Mardu one. We're talking about it on the podcast. That deck might just be good. The PT people had one in the board. Okay. I think the line is Oh, I could bossing save vault. Is that the? Does that make sense? And then I take a wagon hit. That doesn't make sense. Hmm. Free bossing save. Bitter triumph against Sirach sounds kind of heinous. Do you gamble? I have 2 lands. Alright, I'll gamble. Land drop's pretty marginal there. I'm down a land if I do that. That busting is probably going to be a problem at some point. Hey, Gavin. Are you probably not going to be over it for a while? Hope you're feeling a bit better about your PT finish. Gavin loves the last free. 995, no 94 into 97, just not requeuing, etc. Happens. Yeah, I mean, it's also really just rough. Just sure life goes on, but yeah, anyways. Not knowing what to play. I mean, the wide green landfall is probably just tier 0. I don't think you can go wrong. We try and tune the list. See what other people are doing. Edgar said he might just run it back was Is It. It's kind of cope, I think, but Meredith plus 2 mana. Meredith blocks pretty well. I mean, it's not like their board does much. Grab back a cover up. Yeah, maybe. Feel like they're just kind of cold no matter what I do, but maybe this is weak against the roads. I didn't have Rip. Might still bring it in. They have Black Sun. The Rats against all the Veils. I don't care about Veil that much. Feel like they kind of misboarded. Kind of need more hexes on the draw, probably. First Sirach is a little annoying against the spot removal, but Sirach lines up not great against just like trades was my free drop, so that part's fine. I guess they don't have Ice Tail that much, right? Maybe just 2 Ghost Vacuums. Has potential. Any favorable passage. Worst possible. Literally. I went down to 2, right? Yeah. Now my hand's super awkward. Can't take a wagon hit. I don't think so. Any Fable, any free. This is obviously like pretty short-sighted, but just gotta Prage. In getting a free land into play and getting a lot of damage in. Feels like about the same as maybe drawing a card, getting a tutor right now. Except this one, they need to have something, they need to commit to the board. I see shared roots worse than scientists this game. And it was what, like marginally better last game. Yeah, Dryad and Cardio is good finds. I agree. Oh, this looks super solid. Oh, I mean, it does die to Hex for no value sometimes, but not a ton of Hex in the meta, I guess. I do have 2 Hexes in my sideboards. It's like, are they going to draw Sirach or are they going to try it in Cub? Is there a reason not to play the Ghost Vacuum? They know I don't have Hex. Could it have Pulse? Could it have Rip? I mean, I guess I have Bitter Triumph in my deck. Maybe against one ISIL version, I shouldn't have 2 Ghost Vacuums. Maybe just 4 Hex on the draw is a must. Wait, did I? What just happened? Did I zone out? Yeah, it's just. Why did they? Wait, they sagged the passage? When that Ghost Vacuum in play? I mean, I guess they get a land, yeah, whatever. No, it was giving me. I 100% click for us thinking of something else. It was just, whatever. When is Dryden that good? I mean, dude, what do you mean? Do you see that game? Dryden just being great. What don't you get about it? Yeah, I mean, having a 2-2 here would have been pretty nice. Alright, bro. I'm just Munsoning it all away. Maybe that's better actually than removing counter on the free. Well, that would be nice. I even get to cover up. That game was silly. Yeah, what? Yeah. What about game one? How did I lose game one? Oh, I had duress and they had all lands and I didn't have a removal spell. Yeah. Maybe if white green's gonna be very popular, before it goes back to main is not what you should be doing. And I guess that third game, having Scientists of Earth Shared Roots would have been all nice. Nicer. Maybe End the Hunt. Thorax pretty popular. Maybe End the Hunt is like a reasonable removal spell. Do we want our own cubs? No, no, without elf. Fingerless is fine against white green. I mean, both games I lost, like, things went kind of poorly. Kind of are reactive. I did cheat a bit on mana, right? I kept the same number of lands and I cut a shared route. I don't know. Maybe the deck's just, just capped. Because my win rate has not been super great on the ladder. It always feels close and unlucky, but just what happens when you're playing pretty fair deck with some slightly reactive, slightly narrow cards. The 3-mana sweeper has been good against green white. What's the 3-mana sweeper? I'm sure it's going to be a real gem. I'm waiting. Salut Master. Ouais, je joue ce deck parce qu'il est marrant et j'essaie de l'améliorer un peu chaque fois. The gain life one? I have that card playable in my deck. Card seems pretty atrocious. Free for vigilance for free, just the goat. Yo, Canister, what's up? Welcome everyone. Hey Zerk. I was trying to sell Canister on black green. I was telling him it's you and it's the powers of Zerk and Canister combined. It's a ram deck, it's black green, it uses the graveyard. It's made for you. Never win a match with it. Yeah, my win rate on the ladder has not been great. It's like, I think I'm barely over 50-50. Just do think I've been running bad though, for what it's worth. Oh. Also, pre-drag has been like winning 80%, 70% plus in Moto leagues. Not that Moto leagues is, great test, but it's still pretty solid. I went 6 in the challenge the other day on Saturday with that deck. Trying real hard. Does Dubs shock? I love watching your streams after work. No loud music, the best thing. Yeah. Just figure people can have their own music if they really want to. I will say I do enjoy when other streamers have music usually, but wait, what's in their graveyards? Should I cover up first? Cover up's kind of heinous against Quench. They might have second Quench. They might just have 3 steps ahead. I guess I'll Necropsy. How much do I need to do it for? And maybe I can Emeritus get back Necropsy to get rid of the other monument before I die to it. They did have 3 steps ahead. Well, at least didn't get to use it. I know it's probably Jover. I actually haven't played this matchup yet. Have you played that matchup, Friedrich? The rest, Preacher is probably nice. Charm, probably the Professor and the Cropsy, Igra. Got all the cover-ups. Got all the hexes. Got to end the hunt. Seems like it should be a good matchup, but I think every matchup should be good and I never win. Yeah, I mean, if you stumble, yeah. Maybe I should respect Grand a little more. I have blockers for it and I have Goes Vacuum. They're not playing Talon though, so Hex is pretty loose. Yeah, Witterbloom Charm is pretty nice here. Also just Scientists, probably good, especially after Sideboard when they don't want to have a million shocks. Alright, let's go one of the expensive cards, just like Professor. And the Hunt versus Raw. Did CFT Suck have Raw in their sideboards? Can't remember. I think they did, right? They had two. Well, it's GG. Do they run a CRISPR? They probably have like, alright, I guess they have that too. I guess she had them in the sideboard. She had like two in the sideboard. They have like Riddler usually. Also Rawl, so End the Hunt could be good there. Do 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 do. I like my spot here. I might get ran over, I guess. They have like free spells this turn. Not super trivial for this the lessons deck to have free spells here. Are we on Enyamar of Betrayals? Nah. Just too low impact as a sideboard card, I think. Just like not worth value of a replacement of whatever else you could have. Could block. I'd have to use like a shock. Kill my lookout. Feel like the damage is done. As you grind this matchup. It's a pre-direct technology. It's been pretty good for me overall. They're supposed to like sack as a trigger on the stack to like in the deck first, maximize milling as for origins in the good lands. When I feel like I'm just gonna win the game, I just don't bother. We'll see if I actually win the game. I think this game's pretty much over. Probably just ISO first, right? Always the win con. This is a very cool win condition. I think Diamond Weapon is playable. If it's a card I'm thinking about, what's the cost reduction on it? No, it sounds really, 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 really bad. Okay, no more basic left. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Do they have like some weird sweeper they could have? Probably not. It's just win more card, just bad. You don't need it. Just 4 Esper Origins. Or I still. If you want to play some, just play a flashback card or whatever the next best flashback card is. Spellmentals. Spellmentals probably wasn't one of your better matchup, I would guess. When you play Jeskai, I played a League Diego, but then I only had an hour left to stream, so I didn't want to start another league. You're not scooping. Main face consult for 4, surely. Guess I wouldn't scoop either. I'm not a big on scoop. There we go. Alright, on the draw. I want to see if CFT Sock had Raw in the sideboards. I think they did. 2 Riddlers, 2 Rawls. I think Professor probably can go. I'm gonna do End the Hunt, and then we're gonna do at least 1 hex. Maybe Shared Roots not as good. Need to interact sooner. Like Catcher mode is given vacuum. We tried Mardu. We played that deck on stream the other day. I thought it was pretty good. Pre-Drag played it on his side. He said it was not very good. But it was fun and it was good. And it has to be better than Shoot, no? I mean, instant speed's nice against Riddler. We getting grannied again? The wheels fell so up for Ray in the semis against Larson. I think did they end up having like turn 1 Grand a single time? I don't think so, right? I guess I'll use Shoot in the upkeep. I think Shoot's a little more versatile. I mean, Witterbloom Charm is a little more versatile. Mardu list, yeah, I mean, YouTube, Twitch VODs, Untapped. Alright, 2 mana for 2 mana. They get a bit of cards filtering. It's scary because Ancestral Recall's just gonna end the game for me. My hand's way too clunky, I think. That is a hand. Damn, so robust. Even the land. Okay, let's see. Can kill a Gran. Monument's really slow. Monument's really slow for them. If I take Consult, they can go Monument, and then they have potentially 3 sets ahead of a Skicker. What am I gonna resolve? They go Monument, I go Preacher. It's not that bad, that gets me going. If I take Monument. They say go to get to Consult. I play a measly creature. I want to take the Consults. Does that make sense? I'm not sure, I'm running out of time. Maybe I'll play Monument of Grand. You like taking Consults? Yeah, me too. I mean, if they're 3 steps ahead, I don't love my life, but it's not also like I play a blocker next turn. No worse than a basic land. Rampant growth, name a more iconic duo. It's losing my mind. Okay, getting back a duress, not very good against Monument. The Lookout doesn't do anything for me. I guess I'll play Preacher. Yeah, I don't know. Preacher is kind of a nice catch-all sideboard cards. Kind of sucks. I don't know how the game plays out if I just Wither Bloom on my turn. Probably much better. I'll misclick. I don't have a passage in my yard. Dude, Scientist is so much better every time. Just especially if people start playing Grand again. Scientist is just really solid. This game's so over. Maybe like if I draw Fabled Passage and I keep drawing the goods. No, there's no way, right? I'm gonna respect. Alright, I mean, kind of off shared roofs. A lot of time it looks like it would be better than the 2/2. We're only playing against tier 1 decks, and the deck's doing well, though, I feel. It's just, I think I'm hitting that spot of variance. The scientists also do get probably a bit better in the games when they have more counter spells and you're boarding in more creatures and boarding out the cover up. Is Soulstone an option? I think that card's just bad, right? It gets like destroyed by stuff too. I forget what, but I don't know. Maybe I should give Sherwitz another shot, but I'll play one. I'll keep one, and then this way I won't draw it much, but at least I'll kind of know. For lands. Maybe we could play an extra value lands. There's not another good one, right? Cottage, Basington, Fault is all you need. The next best one is just what would the next best one be? Free drag? Like, was there Fountain Port? The black one that makes a 1/1? Yeah. Probably Fountain Port better, right? Fountain Port was no tokens. Probably better to just have third fault, right? I'm gonna add a land, it should just be a third of the ones we're already playing. Alright. I'll play that deck some more for sure. And that was the Mardu list. I don't know if you found it. It was playing out nicely for me. Felt pretty good. Don't remember if we played much against I think we played against a bit of everything. It's probably worse than the black green deck though. You walk away for another 2 minutes and I'm gonna just be like not here anymore actually. But I will be on tomorrow. I will be on Saturday playing the Modern Showcase, most likely with some Jeskai variants. And then Sunday, I think Liz is going to see a show, so I'm on full baby duty, so no stream on Sunday, most likely. Maybe I'll stream at night or something, but I usually don't do these. I usually like just tired and stuff. Chad picked my deck in Modern. Should we go pick his deck, or is it too late? Why you just started, right? Wait, I need to caps. Told him wait.
Wait, I'm waiting. If you want to vote for what deck you want me to play, I'll put it on the wheel and we'll spin the wheel.
Hear
You
that,
want to help
cats?
pick who's we?
Gamba. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.
Leave it up for another 10 minutes. Till 12:15 EST. 12:05.